Now we are back with another One Piece video. It is Haki Explained. Now I know nothing about Haki, only that it enhances your abilities, whatever that may be. We learned about different fruits now, about the Zoan, the Lugia. We don't really care about the other one, transform into animals. Who no one really cares, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, man, Haki Explained. Let's get into this. Like, comment down below what's your favorite Haki. I know there's like 2 different ones, maybe 3. I'm not sure. Subscribe, man. Let's get into this video.
Like a One Piece phase right now, I thought it would be appropriate to make another video on the series. And today, I'm not going to be talking about an individual character, but the main power system of the show, Haki. Now, for a long time, the main power system of One Piece was Devil Fruits. And I put power system in quotations because Devil Fruits were very unorderly and oftentimes...
Nah, he has a spear through his head. I thought intangibility means like it just goes through you. Okay.
Some characters seemed invincible because of powers like intangibility and all that stuff. But this was fixed around the Marineford saga when Haki was first introduced. Now
Okay, yeah. In the Devil Fruits explained video, my recent one, go watch that if you haven't. I learned that Haki works against, Lugias, people who it's like intangible. So if you're not a Lugia, then you can have a Haki, which you can hit them or something like that.
Haki can be summed up as your basic shonen power system. It exists in all creatures of the world, and it's extremely hard to manifest. But unlike other power systems like chakra or...
Oh, okay. So everyone has Haki, but you have to manifest it. Okay. I thought it was just something like you go learn. I mean, but if you go learn it, then that means you have it, right? I don't know.
Haki is less of an energy that runs through everything and more of like a manifestation of someone's will. So for instance, Luffy's Haki is stronger than someone like Sanji's because Luffy's will and determination are much higher.
Okay, so it's like a Green Lantern, right? You know what I'm saying? The more, hope you got, the stronger you are. Okay.
However, this doesn't mean that Luffy can completely destroy Sanji, as you still have to take into account their physical capabilities and individual powers. Also, unlike other power systems, Haki is best developed when you push your limits and fight someone stronger than you, and you can't really train it to its max capabilities. But going beyond that basic description, you can categorize Haki into 3 different areas: Buso Shoku, aka Armament Hockey, Kenbun Shoku, or Observation Hockey, and Hao Shoku, or Conquerors Hockey.
So there are 3. Okay, I know the Observation Hockey. What's the one before that? Hold on, let me go back.
Into 3 different areas. Buso Shoku.
Armament. I don't really know what Armament does. I know what Observation does. Like you can just see people and probably through buildings. I don't know. Something like that though.
Aka Armament Hockey, Kenbun Shoku, or Observation Hockey, and Hao Shoku, or Conquerors Hockey.
I don't know what that is either. But we about to learn together. Let's go.
Armament Hockey is a very simple power, and it's probably the easiest to explain out of the 3. This ability not only allows you to shield yourself and defend from attacks, but also boost your attacks as well. And not just that, but you can also do some wild shit like put it on swords and hit intangible Devil Fruit users. It's also important to mention that when characters use Armament Hockey, a black coating that appears similar to metal will appear wherever they use it. There's also an advanced application of Armament Hockey called Ryo, or Ryo. I can't really pronounce it that well, so I'm just gonna call it Ryo. Now, Ryo isn't the term for this ability, but it's way easier than saying Advanced Armament Hockey every single time. This ability allows the user to expand the range of their Armament Hockey, which not only acts as a defense, but also as an offensive attack. When Ryo is used, it looks like someone damaged something without even touching it, which is cool and all, but what the ability actually allows you to do is damage something from the inside out. A good example of this is when Luffy destroys these collars that are supposed to explode as soon as you take them off.
You can destroy something from the inside out, so if you punch somebody in the head, I'm saying like you punch somebody in the head, your brain explodes from the inside. Okay.
Now, Observation Hockey is probably the most simple to use but most complex to explain out of the 3. But to go into more detail, observation hockey can basically be summed up
like
as a
awareness,
sixth
right?
sense in the One Piece world. You can sense emotions, strength, presence, and intentions of others around you,
So like
which may allow you to
sense.
predict what happens next. Now this may sound simple, but you have to take into consideration the factors of this ability, such as range and precision. For instance, Zoro can sense someone that's a few meters away, and he can probably predict their attack. But someone like Enel can extend this distance over an entire island, or someone like Fujitora, who is blind by the way, can sense all the conversations within a crowd of people who are
How the hell you sense conversations? That don't even make sense.
all running towards the same thing. Just like Armament Hockey, there is an advanced version of Observation Hockey as well. The One Piece community has labeled this ability as Future Sight because that's literally what it is. See, with regular observation,
So you can see in the future with the advanced version? Okay. That ain't OP? Oh, no.
Hockey, you can predict what might happen next, but you can't see an exact depiction of what's actually going to happen. And that's where Future Sight comes in. It kinda acts like One Piece's Sharingan. I say kind of because you really have to be in a calm state of mind while using it. I mean, the characters do use it mid-battle sometimes, but generally Observation Hockey works better when the
Luffy should have used that against that dude coming behind him. You know what I'm saying? He should have used it then.
user is calm and collected.
Because that dude who got him knocked out or killed one or the other, he should have known.
Conquerors Hockey, without a doubt, is the most rare ability out of the three. Out of the millions of people in the One Piece world, Conquerors Hockey only manifests itself in a few. There's absolutely no way to gain it through training. But this is a good thing, as Conquerors Hockey can allow one person to knock out hundreds by just looking at them. Going into more detail, this ability allows the user to extend their will over others as if it was an attack. Depending on how strong the target's will is, this attack can either mildly intimidate them or make them fall completely unconscious if their will is too weak. The attack is usually in the form of a spherical wave. However, the more advanced the user, the more precise it can be.
You can't even learn it. So like you just have to have high will to like use it. I will.
A very extreme example of this is when Shanks launched his Conquerors Hockey over a whole mountain to target one person. And even though Shanks was that far away, the target, who was an admiral by the way, was shivering his timbers so bad that he left the entire country that they were both in. With enough usage of Conquerors Hockey, the attack can also start destroying terrain as if it was some type of physical force. A good example of this is when one person's Conquerors Hockey attack collides with another. When this happens, both users get into like a Dragon Ball.
Oh, that's what Luffy and Kaido did in the beginning. Okay. I was like, how?
Z type beam struggle where one is trying to overpower the other. And yes, this broken ability has an advanced version that's way more OP. This is when the user imbues their attacks with the color of the Supreme King, which is basically
that's what I was talking about right there. That exact scene, that's what I was talking about.
A term for Conquerors Hockey. I'm going to refer to this technique as infusion because saying advanced conquerors or advanced cock is not that fun. But going back to what I said earlier, when a
How many of y'all be saying that? How many of y'all be saying that?
person uses infusion, it basically allows them to use their Conquerors Hockey as an actual physical attack. And
hold on, okay, so they do Conquerors Hockey and the metal one together.
similar to Ryo, it creates an effect of hitting your target without even touching it. And just as a little unscripted side note, some people in the community think that Ryo and infusion are the same thing because it's laid out very confusingly in the anime and the manga. So I'm gonna go with the interpretation that they're different just for simplicity's sake. So yes, both techniques are very similar, but infusion is way stronger. To put this into perspective, Luffy went from trying to beat Kaido in a 5-on-1 to becoming Kaido's rival in a matter of seconds. This power is only used by a handful of people in the world though. So yeah, it's safe to say that this ability is only for the tippy top tiers of the One Piece world. Also, as a side note, a really cool feature of Conquerors Hockey is the red lightning that appears around it when it's used. And this is just my opinion, but the anime has made this ability look fucking epic. So that pretty much wraps up the main section of the video, but I kind of want to talk about a few more miscellaneous facts. The first fact is a mission, which is basically just a subcategory of Armament Hockey. Basically, it allows the user to use Armament Hockey, but not to the point where it shows the black coating, and it's also kind of like Ryo, since you can use it as a projectile. It's kind of weird. Pre-time skip hockey
like
was very weird in general. The next fact that we have is observation killing, which allows the user of Conquerors Hockey to stop a user of observation hockey from seeing into the future. The thing is, Shanks was briefly mentioned to have this power in One Piece Film Red, but that film hasn't released in the States yet, so we only have tidbits of information on this ability. And the last piece of information I want to give out is, did you know that the first usage of Haki was in Chapter 1 when Shanks used Conquerors Hockey to protect Luffy? After he lost his armor, of course, for no reason. Have a nice day.
For no reason. Alright, man, that's the end of that video, man. So I learned Conquerors Hockey, Observation Hockey, and Armament Hockey. Now we caught up on some knowledge, alright? Devil Fruits and the Hockeys. I know it's a lot more stuff that I need to learn. Pretty much not really like anything about Devil Fruits or Conquerors Hockey. Now it's just like characters I need to learn, backstory, stuff like that. Still need to know what One Piece is, because I don't think no one knows what One Piece is. So whatever that treasure is, we need to know what exactly it is. What do they call it? One Piece, stuff like that. But, that's the end of the video, man. That's the end of the reaction. The like button, subscribe. Comment down below, man. What's your favorite hockey? I guess. What's your favorite hockey? I said right now, I'm messing with Conquerors. Conquerors, say it cancels out observation, and it might be stronger than Armament Hockey. So, hey, Conquerors Hockey right there. Anyways, man, y'all take care. We go.